Hello, Shakita. Oh, you're muted. Let me unmute you. You're muted. You're muted.
All right, there you go.
Hello.
Right. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
All is well. All is well.
So happy that you are on with me tonight. And for those of you who are joining, you know what to do. Show my guests some love. Send us a note. Say hello. Let us know where you're watching from. So just your city or your state. So I'm Lena Lassiter. For those of you who do not know me, I am the founder and president of Forever Healed. We are a nonprofit. And what we do is we help those who are suffering from loss of any kind. We help them to recover, to restore, and for them to find hope. I have my master's in human services counseling with the cognitive and trauma PTSD and grief. I'm also a director in corporate America, an author, and I work very closely with our Richmond Police Department, their Victim Witness Assistance Program. And more recently, we have partnered with our Sheriff Department to provide them with services. So that's who we are. Thank you guys again for watching tonight. I have with me a special guest, Shakita Wilson. I want you guys to show her some love. Let's see who we have coming in. Hi, Tanya. Hi, sis. Thank you so much for always showing up and supporting. I love you. I love you. So tonight we are going to be talking about grief and loss in terms of those who have been incarcerated. Hi, Laura. I miss you so much. Thank you. Thank you. So glad you joined us. Hi, Minister Ross. Thank you for joining us. We have Miss Pat. Thank you, Miss Pat. Good evening. Good evening. Angela of Black. Hi, sis. How are you? Thanks for joining us tonight. Love you too, Tanya. Thank you. Thank you. So tonight, we have Shakita Wilson with me. This is she's so special, guys, and you're gonna understand and hear why in a few moments. Our paths crossed years ago at work, but I'm telling you, we didn't bond over work. We bonded because spirit knows spirit, right? And we know and the fruit of the spirit. So we just used to have long conversations about our Lord and what he was doing in our lives. So I'm just so happy and thankful that she could join me tonight. So we're going to be focusing on grief and loss, as well as hope, because I like that in your bio, right? For those who may have been incarcerated. So let me tell you a little bit about Shakita. She's a founder and visionary of the Ruth Foundation, Redeemed Under the Holy Spirit, a nonprofit geared toward individuals who have faced challenges with the criminal justice system, seeking another chance. She's a mother, a servant, facilitator, and licensed minister who is passionate about impacting and changing lives. She has a degree in paralegal law and over 15 years of investigative skills. She uses the same skill set in her personal, spiritual, and professional life. In addition to being a published writer, co-author of a bestseller, Removing the Face, we got to talk about that too, Shakita, a little bit later. A manuscript for change. She was recognized by the Community Foundation for Power of Good for her service in the community. She is known as Kiwi, the hope dealer, committed to transparency and being relatable, using her personal journey and experiences to give others hope. Wow. Wow. Shakita, this is why we're out here, right? So again, during the pandemic, trying to figure out how can we service our clients? What are we going to do? And I just felt led, by God to say, hey, you got to go out here and be used as a vessel, use this as a platform to bring hope, to bring education. And not only that, for you to partner with others in the community who are doing powerful things, who are doing mighty things. And you have to partner with them to educate people, to bring them hope during a time of so many challenges, right, and uncertainty. So I haven't been released yet to stop doing this. So here we are. So I really I love the hope piece that you give, right? Because a lot of times we want to talk about the doom and the gloom, but there's hope. There's hope on the other side of what you're going through. There's hope on the other side of your challenges. So when I read that, I was just so moved because I was like, well, this is what we do. We want to come out here and bring hope. Hi, Rochelle. Hey, sis. Thank you for joining. I really appreciate you guys popping on. Again, continue to show Shakita some love. You can ask questions throughout, as you always do. Your questions are welcome. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about grief and loss and hope as it comes to how an inmate may feel. So, Shakita, I'm just going to say this real quick. So, the grief that inmates experience can be exacerbated by whatever their circumstances are, right? So, they're removed from their families and their loved ones. They may miss out on special occasions and milestone events with their families. So graduations, and even if someone is ill, right, they can't just go and be by their side. If there's a funeral, they can't just go, right, and support their family. Sometimes they miss their child talking or walking for the first time. Relationships are lost. Sometimes they lose their children. And sometimes they feel as though they're being retried by the community or society in terms of trying to find, employment, because you always have that scar, right? That mark. And you're trying to move and live beyond that. So I'm going to stop there. I just want people to understand the losses that inmates may go through. In addition to that, guys, the traumatic events that they may experience while even being incarcerated. So sometimes it's even compounded. So let's talk about it. I want to talk about the Roof Foundation, the hope that you bring. So I'm going to turn it over to you right now after we say hello to a few more people. Hi, Tanya. Thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate it. This one is especially for you, Shakita. She said, I support your cause completely. You are doing great work. Yes, she
Thank you.
Yes, she is. So, Shakita, talk to us about the Roof Foundation. How was this ministry birthed?
Well, first of all, thank you so much for having me. It's definitely an honor to definitely be able to share with you and others on this platform. God gave me a vision back in 2009. I wanted to do something with women, just didn't know what. So I was doing like weekly calls, like on Wednesdays, and I called it LOL, Ladies of Leadership. But it was just that something more. I was like, I don't know. I don't think that's it. I knew I wanted to do something with women, but just didn't know. And then in 2010, myself, August the 1st, 2010, I had to run in. I had to run in with the criminal justice system. And I was out of state in New Jersey, lost my job. I just gotten cleared to work for the Secret Service, and life just shifted for me completely. I lost my job. I was in school finishing up my criminal justice degree, so of course that ceased, and I just had to figure it out. And from there, I was a convicted felon for 7 years.
Wow.
And when I tell you, 2.5 of those 7 years, I was on government assistance. I had food stamps and unemployment. And so when I was just sitting like, okay, what is this? Because see, I went to church, but I wasn't a servant in church. So that there also drew me closer to God. So I was like, okay, what is it that I can do? And then one day it was just like the Ruth Foundation. You hear Ruth in the Bible, but my Ruth is redeemed under the Holy Spirit, because it was only by God's grace and mercy that allowed me to stay flat-footed and just keep pushing forward. So I was just surfing the internet. I said, okay, so I just thank God for my parents for being that support that I needed, because I was a single parent with a child that was still in school. So I had to figure life out, not only for myself, but for my daughter.
Yeah.
So going through that journey, having that support system, and now I look back, had I not had that support, I probably would have been a repeat offender, because I had so many doors shut in my face because I was a convicted felon. Oh, you're a convicted felon. I'll complete an application, send in my resume. I get a hit within a matter of minutes or an hour, for an interview. But then they say, oh, convicted felon. Oh no, you can't get a job. So that happened for 2.5 years straight. Just so many doors shut in my face. So as time went on, I started researching and I came across OAR. That's one of the biggest reentries here in Richmond. So I signed up to volunteer with them. I didn't know how it's gonna go. I never, like really, really been, in locked in a room, with people that were incarcerated. But I say, you know what? If I went through this, I'm a female. I know how it feels to be a single mother with the odds against me. Let me go give my sister some hope. So that's
Right.
why I started going to the Richmond City Justice Center pre-COVID, on a weekly basis. And we were just talking, like you said, about this grief and loss. That's a big, big, huge one, because the grief, that can lead to a whole lot of things. When we think about grief and loss, the first thing we think about is death.
Yeah.
But that's not it. We lose ourselves all the time. And if we don't be careful, if we're not careful, we can stay there,
Yeah.
and just stay stuck there if you don't really have anyone to like pull you out, because all the
Right.
time we're not strong. It's strong to pull ourselves out. So fast forward with the Ruth Foundation, I said, okay, that's it, God. I'm going to help any and everyone, because at first my idea was women. No, everybody who has faced the criminal justice system, they need some help, and they need hope. So at the jail, that's where the hope dealer came from. It's
Mhm.
like, oh, here's the hope dealer. Wherever I can deliver that hope, here's Kiwi the hope dealer. I'm helping other people excel. That's what it is, helping
Yeah.
other people excel.
Yeah.
So if it's within my power to help anyone who has faced the criminal justice system, I'm going to do it. So our mission is to restore humanity in those affected by the criminal justice system. Go
So
ahead.
talk to us about how you guys do that. So what are some of the resources that you offer?
So what we do is partner with other like-minded organizations. Definitely Forever Heal, gonna send people your way, because a lot of people are dealing with the grief and loss. Not only during incarceration, but it's really, really big after incarceration.
Right.
We do have our website, which is www.ruth-foundation.org, and what we do, just whole classes on healthy relationships, like money management, because if you've been incarcerated, you need to transition back into society, and having healthy boundaries, there. So
Right.
just being aware, okay, you have to do some things differently.
Right.
We do job awareness, just assist those who may have been incarcerated for a decade or more, help them get their birth certificate, their social security card, and once some of those have served their time, such as probation, help them restore their rights. That's something that we do, help restore rights and voter registration, those basic computer skills. And some people just say, hey, I need a ride somewhere. If I can't personally do it, we'll help you with transportation to get you to
Mhm.
and fro. So again, our thing is, we just want to be that support. As long as you are willing to move forward from what had happened to your present, we're all for it. And like I said, it's just anyone who has faced the criminal justice system.
And I love how you meet every need.
Mhm.
Right. So, some people are incarcerated. And like you say, they get out. Well, how do we manage our money? Where are we going to live? Right. How do I get
Mhm.
my rights restored?
Mhm.
Even down to the transportation. And they could just reach out to you as kind of a one-stop shop, if you will, for the lack of a better word, right? And
Right.
get everything that they need from the Ruth Foundation. I mean,
Yes.
that's awesome.
Yes.
That's awesome, and just that holistic approach, in their healing and giving them that hope. That's
Yes.
amazing. Yeah. So
Yes.
thank you so much for that. And you have a big event coming up. You have a
I do.
community event. So let's talk a little bit about that.
I get like that 3-year-old kid, like, I'm excited. So, and a lot of people don't know April is declared as second chance month. I know we have other things going on in the month of April, but April is definitely declared as second chance month. So Friday night, we're actually going to do a service, a revival service. And you may think second chance month. Well, I haven't personally faced the criminal justice system, but I'm sure you know someone who has, and I'm sure
Mhm.
someone in your family has. And the thing about that, before I go too far into the weekend, the thing about that, what we don't personally realize is if our loved one becomes incarcerated, a part of us is gone with them too. Because, like you mentioned earlier, the graduations, the birthdays, the holidays, all of those things, because you won't get those back. So a
Right.
part of us is there also. So, and again, with everything that's going on in the world, even though this is second chance month, and this is like, okay, just to kick off the Saturday event, the city needs a revival with everything that's taking place. The city needs a revival. So Friday night is a revival service, just to get us ready for Saturday. We do have the Roof Foundation presents the Second Chance RVA 2020, and that is going to be a community cookout. It's free, and we will have some great powerful partners there. Forever Heal will be there. Happy Happy New Day.
Yeah.
They provide the mental health for our youth. Umbrella of Help Foundation. They actually are with a plethora of information and knowledge, and also they're just like a conduit in the community. You have White Wellness. Anyone you want to get on track, look, I need to stop by the White Wellness table myself to figure out, okay, what is it that y'all can help me with, again, because wellness is not only the physical, it's the mental also.
Yeah.
So holistic approach. We do have Katina, the community advocator. Katina, when I tell you she's supporting pretty much everyone too, she just doesn't know it yet, but I think I'm gonna try to grab her on roof, because when I tell you, she understands the
Mhm.
need. And then we have the Broken Men Foundation,
Definitely.
which they help a lot of the young guys, and we really need that here in the community. So the Broken Men Foundation will be there. JT Pharmacy Tech Training. A lot of people don't know, just because you face the criminal justice system, you can still go to school. You can still, go to be a pharmacy technician. I did it myself. As a whole convicted felon, went to school for pharmacy technician. And then also one of our partners, my church, the Light Community Church, definitely on board, because my pastor, she really understands, okay, change needs to happen.
Yeah.
What is it that we can do here? So and another one that just reached out, my Brothers Keepers Ministry, they will be there serving also. So when I tell you Saturday, if anyone really wants to change, if they really been feeling like they've been stuck, meet us at 601 Azalea Avenue, Richmond, Virginia 23227. We will be there from 11 a.m. to 3 o'clock p.m. And even if you don't want to talk in the beginning, just come get your hamburger or hot dog. Just come over. I promise you, we have something for everyone. We have something for everyone. So yeah, Saturday, I'm really excited about this weekend.
All right. So you guys, you come on out. Come on out. We have some questions for you. The first question is, do you assist individuals that live in other states as well, or only local individuals?
Well, Miss Belk, I want need you to speak that thing into the atmosphere, because I'm trying to go international. Okay, I'm trying to go around the globe. But as far as I have had people, let's be clear. I've had people from other states, and what I tell them, first of all, we're not a legal service. We're not a legal service, because I've had people to say, "Hey, can you help my loved one get out of jail?" That's not what we provide. We only provide services. And to answer your question, if someone happens to contact me from another state, I will do my best. I can't guarantee, but I will do my best to try to put you in contact with a resource in your area. because I don't want to, make anyone feel limited. If you reach out, I'm gonna tell you either yay or nay, but I'm gonna try to find some help in your area so they can point you in the right direction.
Ms. Weiss, we are excited as well. I love what you do. Blessings to you. Need to connect and get you on here as well. We have to promote. We have to promote. We have to
Yes.
promote, and we have to, this mental illness, and we have to talk about it, and we have to erase the stigmas. So, thank you for what you do.
Yes.
Shakita, this is awesome with bringing all these resources, together. Listen, guys, I can personally attest. Right, I had to call her recently, for a family member, and I'll just say that it's my family member story, so I'm not going to get on here and share it. But I needed a resource, and I tell you, I reached out to Shakita. She gave me one right away. Reached out, they contacted us right away. So she's the real deal, So if you need a resource, she has them. And I tell you, it just blessed my heart how quickly she reached out. And it wasn't because she knew Lena Lassiter. No, she reached out because she's very passionate and compassionate about what she does, and well connected to some awesome resources in the community. Denise said, thank you, Shakita.
You are welcome.
Yeah. Here we go. Let's see. Are you streaming the event online on Saturday?
Maybe bits and parts, pieces, but you know me, I'm a social butterfly, so don't count on me personally doing it. But I'm pretty sure you will have many pictures. You will have some pictures, but I'll try to go live as much as possible.
Oh gosh, she said I'm a social butterfly. Awesome. So the Root Foundation definitely birthed from a place of experience, and wanting to give back, so I definitely respect you, for that, because we can take on a victim mentality, right? Or we can use what we've conquered, and to help, others to conquer, to understand that there is hope on the other side.
Yes.
So thank you so much for that. I also want to talk about removing the face. I'm just so intrigued, just, the title, but let me see. We got a few more messages here. What a blessing you are to others. God bless you. Thank you, Miss Pat. She definitely is. And she said, sounds great. Yeah, it's going to be an awesome event. So I'm excited about it. Removing the face. Tell us a little bit about this book.
Ooh, removing the face. So, woo. I got together with 11 other women. We wrote an anthology. I have a chapter in the book. My chapter is entitled "There Is Purpose in the Pit," and pretty much I just told my story of my journey of how I got there, how the journey was, and how I got over. And not only in my particular chapter, in the entire book, what we do is tell you, okay, this is how we got here, this is a journey, this is the end result. Now let me help you. Let me give you a remedy for your pain.
Wow.
So that was definitely an awesome experience. Scary. I just thank God for giving Dio Greenway the vision to, help us push that out. Because when I tell you removing the face, as women, I can speak from a woman's point of view. We can smile all day long and we can cover up our pain, but what's really behind that smile? So when I tell you, just being able to actually share that, and I will have those books available also for anyone, who's interested, and you can actually, pre-order a book or, order a book. But when I tell you, that was definitely a great experience, a little scary because it's just like, I'm really coming out, I'm not ashamed of telling my story, but now it's like the whole world's like reading it, it's in black and white now. It's written, it's no taking that back now,
Right.
but coming from that place, like you said, that place of experience and a place of, just wanting to help others, there is hope, on the other side, so just stay strong. And just, I'm gonna give you a remedy. I'm not gonna just tell you it's okay. This is what I had to do. Everything I did may not work for you, but
Right.
again, maybe some of what I did can help you. But you just can't give up, because giving up is just not an option. Quitting is just
Right.
an option.
Because I know even talking with grievers, they always say, "Well, I just want to know how." Right? They
Hmm.
want to know the how. And a lot of
Hmm.
times we will tell them that, "Oh, it's going to be okay. It's going to be,"
Hmm.
and they just want to know how. Like, how am I
Right.
going to get through this?
Right.
Right? So you're right. All of our journeys may look different.
Hmm.
I may have a different recipe,
Hmm.
but sometimes we just need somebody to walk with us, to guide us, to give us the resources, right?
Definitely.
To be there when we're needed. So,
Definitely.
absolutely great what you're doing. So let's see. Yeah, I know Daniel Greenway as well. She's a good woman, small world. Yes, yes,
Yes.
beautiful woman. I don't know her, but I met her through the platform builder program, which I really,
Okay.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah,
Definitely, they're very, very, very genuine. I remember
yeah,
when we first met, it was just like she was drawn to me. I'm like, uh-oh, this is a bit scary. But when I tell you, beautiful heart, beautiful spirit, just so genuine and authentic.
yeah.
So definitely, and the visions that God give her, I'm just like, whoa, you make my brain hurt. I'm thinking, I think all the time and come up with things, but she definitely awesome woman of God.
Yeah. So someone else is, saying that you are amazing. They also have goals to include a nonprofit. Do it, do it, do it, do it.
Yeah.
She's glad that you guys found each other on social media again. So do it.
Yes.
All, you know what? All we have is time. And if you have that book in you, if you have that, whatever it is on the inside of you, that whatever that vision is, do it.
Yes.
Do it, do it, do it. Just get started. Connect with the right
Definitely.
resources, someone who will help you to guide you along the way. I
Hmm.
love tonight because I'm just hearing a lot of uplifting of one another. And again, I say it all the time. We should be vessels of reconciliation. We
Definitely.
should be vessels
Definitely.
of reconciliation, right? Building up, encouraging,
Hmm.
and not tearing down. So do it, sis.
Yeah. Yep. Definitely. And something that I always share with people, that especially when they're going through and they're in that dark, gloomy spot space, I just let them know, because I am a believer, that everything we go through, it's not for us. It's for someone else. It's for us to give that testimony to someone else to say, hey, you're not the only one that went, that's going through this or has been through this, and I always try to, the enemy tried to get to me today, but I was like, you know what, I will not, because that's what, that when when that blessing is coming, that reward is coming, that's when just chaos just feel like it's just wanna, just want to just come and attack, and just to
Mhm.
distract. But I tell anyone, you going through, it's okay to have your 15 seconds, but shake that thing off and be prepared to testify and be that testimony to the next person.
That's right.
Definitely.
That's right. We all are living this life and we
Mm-hmm.
all have experiences. So again, for those of you who write, just write your
Mm-hmm.
experience.
Yes.
Write, where you are now. Write how you overcame. Somebody is waiting on your story. And
Yes.
that's why Rochelle says confirmation, because she and I just had this conversation at my dinner table.
Okay.
We just had this conversation, Shakita, about what we go through is not about us.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's waiting to hear your story. Somebody's waiting for your nonprofit to open up. Somebody's
Mm-hmm.
waiting to read your book. Somebody's
Yes.
waiting to hear your song.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's waiting on your service. So it's bigger than us. It's bigger than
Definitely.
us. Um,
Definitely.
so another confirmation. All right, praise God, praise God. If
Yes.
you can't make it on Saturday, are they able to make donations?
Definitely. We do have PayPal. That's Ruth Foundation. No, it's Ruth's Place at gmail.com. You can actually go to the website, which is www.ruth-foundation.org. And we also have Cash App, which is the $ Ruth Found, and that's FOUND.
Okay. So your website for me one more time.
www.ruth-foundation.org. And if you scroll towards the bottom, you'll see the donate now button. And when I tell you, right now, the only donations that are really coming in are, really from, out of my pocket. My board of directors, I really thank God for them. But, again, by all means necessary, we're going to help, so if anyone feels led to, just help, because it's going to help someone, move to that next level. Anything is greatly appreciated.
Okay, I did. So guys, so for those of you who are on here, I actually typed it in. So it's going to be a part of this video. So you can go back, and watch the replay. So when you share it, others will have the information also on this video. So again, yeah, as nonprofits, we're nonprofits. So, we definitely need donations. So please go out to her website. I'm going to show it again and donate, so that they can continue to provide these services to this population. So go out there and donate. Okay, so for those of you who are feeling stuck due to a loss of any kind, you know how you can reach us at foreverheal.com. You can email us at contactus@foreverheal.com. Next week, we are going to be live again. Yes, we are. I know we normally come on twice a month, but we had to go back to back this month. This is also Autism Awareness Month. So join me next Monday. We are going to have Miss Frizzell joining me, and we're going to be talking about autism, and she's going to talk about her experience with her son with that. So you do not want to miss that. Also, my church, Divine World Changers International Ministries, we are going to be doing a prayer walk for our youth. How many of you guys know that our youth are under attack? Suicide rate is at its highest among our youth. Suicide rate, I'm going to say it again, is at its highest among our youth. If you watch the news, every day you turn on the news, there is a homicide involving our youth. Our youth are drinking and doing drugs at an all-time high. They are under attack. So what are we going to do? We're going to go out here. We're going to be advocates for our youth. We're going to do a prayer walk. So more to come on that. I'm going to be sharing it on this platform. And we're going to hit every side of the city. So we're going to start the prayer walk over here in the West End. We're going to be in the East End, the South Side. And we're going to pray for our youth. And I just keep envisioning the youth standing in the middle of, think about that, the community, who are locking arms, locking hands, and speaking life over them. Speaking life over them, speaking hope over them. So we're going to be doing that next month. As soon as the date and time is locked in, I'm going to put it out here. But just get ready for that, guys, because we're going to be doing that on each side of our city, speaking life and praying for our youth.
Amen.
All right. Thank you, Angela, for looking forward to coming Saturday. We are excited about it. And Forever Heal, we are so excited about being a part of this, Shakita. So thank you so much for even reaching out to us. It's a humbling experience for somebody to call you and to be a part of this. I was so overwhelmed just sitting through the meeting, talking about it. I was in tears, but of joy, because to have so many powerful organizations, nonprofits, just coming together to service our community in this population. So thank you so much for even thinking about us.
Thank you.
So I'm going to give you the floor for the last word tonight before we go. I don't see any more questions or comments. Thank you all for joining us tonight. I love you guys. I love your support. You guys are consistent, and I really appreciate that. So Shakita, I'm going to give you the floor. Any last comments for those who are watching tonight?
Um, Definitely again, thank you, Lena, for the opportunity. Definitely an honor when you asked me to come on and just share about the Root Foundation. For anyone that feels like you're stuck, because even just with this pandemic alone, I'm not, it goes well beyond, incarceration. Just as a person, you know how they say, check on your strong friends. It's okay to sometimes just have your vulnerable moment. Don't feel like you have all the answers, because there's resources out there. As Lena expressed, our youth, you know definitely have to pray for our babies, because that's the thing now, that we're really really starting to focus on our youth. But also the parents, we don't have all the answers. As a mother, I don't have all the answers. We don't have all the answers, but just know that there is someone out there who has the answer, and that's able to help you when
Amen.
you're feeling hopeless. There is someone there that can give you
Amen.
hope, i.e. I'm Kiwi, the hope dealer. you know I don't have all the answers, but I
Amen.
promise you, I'll do my best. Before we finish our conversation, you're going to have a half grand, if not a whole one. Okay. Because again, just know that you are not going through it alone. There are resources out there, and like Lena said, if I don't personally have it or can't personally serve you, I know someone who can. So just know that we have your back. I have your back. Someone always have your back. You're not in it alone. So it was definitely an honor and a privilege to be here to share my story. Anyone, you just want to reach out, again, the email address is on the website, but again, it's info@ruth-foundation.org. Just shoot us an email, and hey, just if you just want to, share through email, just converse back and forth through email, just something. Just know, and I'm just going to stress this, because like you said, the suicide rate is at an all-time high. Drug addiction, alcoholism, that's not the answer. That's
Right.
not the answer,
Right.
So if you
Right.
lost yourself, we can get you back on track.
Amen.
Yes.
We still have questions rolling in. Look at this. How do you get over being incarcerated wrongfully and getting over it because they say you're guilty by association? Just not fair.
Let me tell you something. And think Lena mentioned this earlier. Just because something happened to you, don't get stuck in it. Life happens. It's only, what is it, 10% of life happens to you, but the other 90% is how you respond to it. you know just a little bit of mine. Like I said, I had just gotten cleared to work for the Secret Service. I was a private investigator, licensed to carry, and everything swept from under me. I mistakenly left my firearm in my car. It was a mistake. So therefore, not only the incarceration piece, because see, we just think about incarceration, the physical part behind the bars, but mentally, like I could have stayed stuck there because I was a convicted felon. All they seen was a felony, on paper, like she's a convicted felon. Door shut in my face. I could have either chosen to accept what they said to me or moved on. And I chose option B, move on, because that's not who I am. That's what happened. But I didn't allow it to happen to me. I didn't let it consume me. So again, like I said, I wasn't a servant in church. Look, you would have told me, wait, if before this happened, that I'll be a licensed minister, I would have looked at you like you were crazy. It only drew me closer to God, and I'm not pushing, religion or, spirituality on anyone, but that's just something that worked for me. I was just around people that was actually to speak life into my situation and to pour, positivity into my situation. So yeah, and even my child's father, he just came home from serving a 22-year sentence, but the judge said life. He just came home in August.
Wow.
Now, and again, for something that he didn't do. There you go, that wrongfully convicted. No evidence or nothing, just based off of, what someone said. But he made a choice. He's home. It's like, okay, I'm gonna move forward and live life. Are there gonna be any bumps in the road? Absolutely. Are you gonna try to get, time back that you felt that you've lost or you did lose? Absolutely. I tried to do it, because I felt like 7 years of my life gone, financially, I'm supposed to be here. I'm supposed to do this. No, I can't get it back. It's either catch up or catch on. And guess what? I know I couldn't catch up. So I just had to catch on and keep it moving. I had to catch on and keep it moving. So when you say it's not fair, it's just only to build us on up so we can be stronger and share our testimony with someone else. Because at the end of the day, what we go through is not to break us. We may bend a little bit. It's not here to break us, but just, be stronger. Like that palm should just bend a little bit, but hey, I'm back up and I'm gonna keep on moving. So yeah, I get it, wrongfully, accused and just not fair. I get it. But at the same time, that's where we have that choice. We can either stay there or keep moving forward.
Amen. Well, I don't even need to add to it, sis, because you hit it.
Yep.
You hit it. I mean, because even from the grief component of it, you hit it. That's not who you are. So you can choose to take on that identity or not. You're welcome, Author Pat. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Thanks so much. Confirmation again, because I've been stuck for the last 4 years, and I was told yesterday to let it go.
Let it go. Yep. Let it go.
Wow.
Let it go.
Powerful. Amen.
Yes.
Well, thank you all so much for joining tonight for Zale Hampton next week, talking about grief and loss as a result of autism, in honor of Autism, Awareness Month. Check Shakita out on Saturday. Come to the community event. Donate so she can make this help to make it happen. Contribute. That's how you can help, right? So it takes a village. So let's move beyond words. Let's go out there to that website and make some donations. I want you guys to have peaceful rest tonight. I hope that you feel uplifted. I hope that you feel encouraged. If there are others who who have been incarcerated or their family members, and they may need resources, right? Share this video so that they can check out this broadcast. So again, thank you all for joining. Have a blessed night. Peaceful rest to you all. And we'll see you next week.
All right. Bye.
All right, everybody. Good night.
Yes. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.